Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Have you ever searched for a word that you know perfectly well, but it just will not come to you in the moment? Or you may have noticed that remembering names, even familiar ones, takes a little longer than it used to. If any of this sounds familiar, I want you to know something important. You are not alone, and there is nothing wrong with you. These experiences are incredibly common as we move through our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. I have spent more than 30 years working with adults who share these same concerns. Good, intelligent people who simply notice that their memory does not feel quite as sharp as it once did. And I understand the worry that comes with these changes. The quiet fear that maybe this is the beginning of something more serious. The concern that perhaps too much time has passed to do anything about it. I want to offer you some reassurance today. Your brain is not a fixed organ that only declines with age. It is remarkably adaptable. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, which simply means your brain can change, adapt, and even repair itself throughout your entire life. The connections between your brain cells, which are essential for memory and thinking, can be strengthened at any age. And here is something that I find truly encouraging. Much of this repair and strengthening happens while you sleep. When you close your eyes at night, your brain does not simply shut down. It becomes intensely active in ways that support your memory and cognitive health. It clears out waste products that accumulate during the day. It consolidates memories. It repairs damaged cells. What I want to share with you today is how certain fruits, simple fruits you can find at any grocery store, contain specific nutrients that support this overnight repair process. We are not talking about expensive supplements or complicated protocols. We are talking about real whole foods that provide your brain with what it needs to heal and strengthen while you rest. I will not promise you miracles, but I will share what we understand from nutrition science about supporting brain health naturally. Small, consistent choices can make a meaningful difference over time. And it is never too late to begin. So let us explore these three remarkable fruits together. Fruit number 1, blueberries. Let us begin with a fruit that has earned a remarkable reputation in brain health research, the blueberry. Now, blueberries may seem ordinary. They are small, they are affordable, and they have been around forever. But inside that tiny package is something extraordinary. Blueberries are rich in compounds called anthocyanins. These are the natural pigments that give blueberries their deep blue and purple color. But anthocyanins do far more than provide color. They are powerful antioxidants, and they have a special ability that sets them apart from many other nutrients. You see, your brain is protected by something called the blood-brain barrier. This is a selective filter that controls what can enter your brain from your bloodstream. Many beneficial nutrients simply cannot cross this barrier, but anthocyanins can. They are able to reach your brain directly, where they can go to work protecting your brain cells from damage. What kind of damage? As we go through life, our brain cells are exposed to what scientists call oxidative stress. You can think of this like rust forming on metal. It happens gradually, over time, and it can interfere with how well your brain cells function and communicate with each other. Anthocyanins help neutralize this process, but there is more. Research suggests that anthocyanins may also help improve communication between brain cells. Your memories depend on networks of connected neurons. The stronger and more efficient these connections, the better your memory works. Some studies have found that regular blueberry consumption is associated with improvements in memory function, particularly in older adults. I want to be careful here. I am not suggesting that blueberries will cure memory problems or reverse serious cognitive conditions. But the research is encouraging, and the potential benefits come with essentially no risk. I remember a retired librarian I worked with several years ago. She was in her late 60s and had always prided herself on her sharp memory. When she started noticing more frequent lapses, she became quite anxious about it. She began eating a small handful of blueberries each evening, about an hour before bed. After several months, she told me she felt more confident in her memory. She could not say for certain it was the blueberries, but she felt she was doing something positive for her brain, and that gave her peace of mind. Now, how should you enjoy blueberries for the best effect? Fresh blueberries are wonderful when they are in season. But here is something important. Frozen blueberries are just as nutritious, sometimes more so, because they are frozen at peak ripeness. They are also more affordable year-round. You can eat them as a simple evening snack. You can blend them into a small smoothie. You can add them to yogurt. The key is consistency. A small serving several times per week, particularly in the evening when your body is preparing for its overnight repair cycle, gives your brain regular access to these protective compounds. 1/2 cup of blueberries is a good serving size. That is about a handful. Simple, affordable, and genuinely beneficial. Fruit number 2, avocado. Our second fruit might surprise you. Many people do not even realize it is a fruit. I am talking about the avocado. Yes, the avocado is technically a fruit, and it is one of the most brain-supportive foods you can eat. Let me explain why avocados are so valuable for your brain. Your brain is actually quite fatty, and I mean that in the most positive way possible. About 60% of your brain is made up of fat. The membranes that surround each of your brain cells are largely composed of fatty acids. For these membranes to function properly, for signals to pass efficiently between neurons, you need healthy fats in your diet. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are among the healthiest fats you can consume. These fats support the structure and flexibility of your brain cell membranes. When these membranes are healthy, communication between brain cells happens more smoothly. This is essential for memory, learning, and clear thinking. But avocados offer even more. They contain vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect brain cells from damage. They provide folate, a B vitamin that plays a role in cognitive function and mood. And they contain vitamin K, which some research suggests may be important for brain health as we age. There's also evidence that avocados support healthy blood flow. Your brain requires an enormous amount of blood to function properly. It uses about 20% of the oxygen you breathe, despite being only about 2% of your body weight. Any food that supports healthy circulation is indirectly supporting your brain. I worked with a gentleman in his early 70s who was experiencing what he described as mental cloudiness. He felt like his thinking was slower, like there was a fog between him and his thoughts. He had never been a big avocado eater, but he started having half an avocado with his evening meal most nights. After about 2 months, he told me the fog had lifted somewhat. He felt more mentally present. Now, I cannot attribute that change solely to avocados. He was also sleeping better and managing stress more effectively, but the avocados were part of a pattern of nourishing his brain with what it needed. How should you incorporate avocados? They are remarkably versatile. You can slice them onto toast or crackers. You can add them to a salad. You can mash them with a bit of lemon juice and sea salt for a simple dip. Some people even blend them into smoothies for added creaminess. Half an avocado is a good daily serving. Eating it in the evening, perhaps with dinner, gives your body time to absorb those healthy fats before your nighttime repair processes begin. One practical note: avocados ripen after purchase, so buy them a few days before you plan to eat them. When they yield slightly to gentle pressure, they are ready. You can slow ripening by storing them in the refrigerator once they are ripe. Fruit number 3, oranges. Our third fruit is one of the most familiar fruits in the world, yet its benefits for brain health are often overlooked. I am talking about the orange. Most people associate oranges with vitamin C and immune support, and that is certainly true. But vitamin C does so much more than help you fight off colds. It is deeply involved in brain health. Here is something that may surprise you. Your brain contains one of the highest concentrations of vitamin C in your entire body. This is not a coincidence. Vitamin C plays essential roles in your brain that go far beyond general antioxidant protection. First, vitamin C is necessary for the production of neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are the chemical messengers that allow your brain cells to communicate with each other. Without adequate vitamin C, this communication can become impaired. Dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, all critical for mood, motivation, and cognitive function, require vitamin C for their synthesis. Second, vitamin C is a powerful protector against oxidative damage. Your brain is particularly vulnerable to this type of damage because it consumes so much oxygen and has relatively weak natural defenses. Vitamin C helps neutralize harmful molecules before they can damage your brain cells. Third, there is emerging research suggesting that vitamin C may support the production of new brain cells, even in adulthood. While this research is still in early stages, it points to the importance of maintaining adequate vitamin C intake throughout life. Oranges also provide other beneficial compounds. They contain flavonoids, which are plant compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Some research suggests these flavonoids may help protect against age-related cognitive decline. I recall a woman in her mid-60s who came to me concerned about her memory. She had been under significant stress caring for an aging parent, and she felt her mental sharpness had suffered. Among other recommendations, I suggested she have an orange each evening. It was a simple, affordable step she could take. Over several months, as her stress levels decreased and her nutrition improved, she noticed her thinking felt clearer. The orange became a small evening ritual that reminded her she was taking care of her brain. Enjoying oranges is simple. You can eat them fresh, segment by segment. This is actually ideal because you benefit from the fiber and the whole fruit. You can also drink fresh squeezed orange juice, though be mindful that juice lacks the fiber of whole fruit and can raise blood sugar more quickly. One medium orange provides more than the daily recommended amount of vitamin C. Having one orange in the evening, perhaps as a light snack after dinner, is a wonderful way to support your brain before sleep. If you find oranges too acidic, you might try mandarins or clementines, which are gentler and just as nutritious. Some people with sensitive stomachs find these smaller citrus fruits easier to tolerate. Now that we have explored these three remarkable fruits, let me help you think about how to incorporate them into your daily life in a way that feels manageable and sustainable. The most important thing I want you to understand is this: consistency matters far more than quantity. You do not need to eat large amounts of these fruits. You do not need to eat all three every single day. What matters is making them a regular part of your routine over weeks and months. Here is a simple approach that works well for many people. Think about rotating through these fruits across your week. Perhaps on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings, you have a small serving of blueberries. On Tuesday and Thursday, you enjoy half an avocado with your dinner. On the weekend, you have an orange as an evening snack. This rotation ensures you are receiving a variety of brain-supportive nutrients without any single fruit becoming monotonous. Or perhaps you prefer to focus on one fruit at a time. You might spend a week emphasizing blueberries, then shift your focus to avocados the following week. There is no single right way. The goal is to find an approach that fits naturally into your life. The timing of when you eat these fruits does matter. I generally recommend having your brain-supportive fruit in the evening, sometime between dinner and bedtime. This allows the nutrients to be absorbed and available to your brain during the night, when so much of your cognitive repair and memory consolidation occurs. However, I would not recommend eating a large amount right before lying down. Give yourself at least an hour between eating and sleep to allow for digestion. A half cup of blueberries, half an avocado, or one orange is not a heavy amount of food, so this usually is not a problem. Now, let me address a few practical concerns. If you have a sensitive stomach, start slowly. Introduce one fruit at a time and see how your body responds. Some people find that citrus in the evening causes mild heartburn. If that happens to you, try having your orange earlier in the day and choosing blueberries or avocado for your evening serving. If you are monitoring your blood sugar, be mindful that fruits do contain natural sugars. Blueberries and oranges have more sugar than avocados. However, the fiber in whole fruits slows sugar absorption significantly. Eating whole fruits is very different from drinking fruit juice. If you have diabetes or prediabetes, work with your healthcare provider to determine what fruit intake is appropriate for you. If you take medications, particularly blood thinners, be aware that vitamin K and avocados can interact with these medications. This does not mean you cannot eat avocados, but you should maintain consistent intake rather than varying dramatically from day to day. Your doctor can help you understand how to balance your medication with your diet. The goal here is progress, not perfection. If you miss a day or even a week, simply begin again. Your brain will benefit from whatever consistency you can achieve. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to leave you with some thoughts that I hope will stay with you. First, and most importantly, please know that it is not too late. Whatever your age, whatever changes you may have noticed in your memory or your thinking, your brain still has the capacity to respond to good nutrition and healthy habits. The remarkable plasticity of your brain, its ability to adapt and repair, continues throughout your entire life. By providing the right nutrients, especially during sleep when repair processes are most active, you are giving your brain the support it needs. Second, small choices truly do add up. You do not need to transform your entire diet overnight. You do not need to become obsessive about brain health. Simply choosing to have a handful of blueberries, half an avocado, or an orange several times a week is a meaningful step. These small choices, made consistently over time, accumulate into something significant. Third, be patient and kind with yourself. Brain repair and cognitive improvement happen gradually. You may not notice dramatic changes in the first week or even the first month, but many people who make these changes consistently report that over several months, they notice subtle but real differences. Their thinking feels a bit clearer. Their memory feels a bit more reliable. They feel more mentally present in their daily lives. These gentle improvements are worth pursuing. If you are not sure where to start, simply choose one fruit. Pick the one that appealed to you most as I was speaking. Buy some this week and commit to having it a few evenings. See how you feel. You can always add the others later. The most important step is the first one. Before I let you go, I have a small request. If you found this information helpful, I would be truly grateful if you would take a moment to click the like button below. Your like helps other people find this video, and I believe there are many people out there who could benefit from this same guidance. If you would like to continue learning about natural food-based ways to support your health as you age, please consider subscribing to this channel. I share new videos regularly, all grounded in what we understand from science about living well in our later years. And I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, please share which fruit you are most excited to try. Is it blueberries for their anthocyanins, avocados for their healthy fats, or oranges for their vitamin C? Your comments help me understand what matters to you, and they create a community where we can all learn from each other. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I wish you a sharp mind, restful sleep, and many good years ahead. Take wonderful care of yourself.